Welcome to the Manic Money Finance channel. I am Money Mike, and this is the Tuesday night edition of the Manic Money Finance show. I hope y'all were watching yesterday when I called the Bitcoin reversal at 100K because that paid dividends. So let's bring that up right now, actually. Boom. When did I call the reversal? Right here at 8:30 last night at 100K, and now we're at 105K. I mean, basically at this point, this is child's play. You know, the Bitcoin chart is easy. It's just ridiculous. You know, volume levels are good. I mean, I don't understand why more people aren't watching this. It boggles my mind. It infuriates me. I'm calling the Bitcoin chart literally every single freaking night. I'm telling you exactly where the markets are going to go. And didn't I call yesterday? That we're going to go up today? Because if you look over here at the right side of the chart, you'll see the SPY is over 6,000. The NASDAQ went up $125 today, and the Dow is up close to $600. That's exactly what I said was going to happen. I said if I had to guess, the markets are going to go up, and that's exactly what they did. Like, why aren't you watching this? Why aren't you, not financial advice, but why aren't you listening to me? This is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Let me go ahead and get this out to a few people. But I mean, this is literally child's play now. You know? And I'm gonna go over Trump trades. I'm gonna go over those in 2 seconds here. But and I made money off those today. I mean, I literally have to drag you people to water. Like, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. You know? And granted, I mean, you see what happened in this chart. Here's 8:30. Bitcoin was dropping for the last few hours. And look at that. Another freaking reversal. Just like I keep telling you people. 8:30 p.m. every single night this week so far. Reversal. Every night at 8:30 p.m. I mean, at this point, I don't know what else to do. I can't. There's nothing else I can do. I keep trying to help you people, man. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So there's no economic data this week. You know, let's go ahead and check out the App Store. This smoldering pile of garbage, which is it's just going down. It's just going down. You get a false little cup and handle. This little false cup and handle here. Try to get people enticed again. That's the bounce from the 4-0 range back to the 3-0 range. Oh, this looks like a good buy again. Guess what? It's not associated with Griffin. This is a meme coin. This is garbage. There's no website. There's no CoinGecko listing. There's no market cap listing. This is trash. Don't buy it. 100%. Do not buy it. You might make a little bit of money in the short-term duration. But I'll tell you what. If you hang on, you're going to lose everything. So good luck with that. Good luck. Alrighty. So I'm going to show you exactly what I ended up doing today. Because I was telling you guys about Trump trade. Right? And I was saying, do not jump in till after the markets open today. Point blank explicitly told people not to jump in till after the markets open today. Right? That's exactly what I told you. And I'm gonna show you because surprisingly enough, this one right here, your Trump official crypto token. I told you this one was probably not a good investment. But you know what ended up happening? This one ended up being the best investment. I wouldn't necessarily say the best, but this one ended up being decent, right? So if you notice, when the markets open this morning, it's reverse. When the markets open this morning, this thing was trading around this level. Now, to me, this setup looked decent in here. So I jumped in. I jumped in. And when you know it, from the 37 range to the 41 range, that's $5 on a 7 times. It's close to a 20% gain. I could sell right now. I'd be golden. I was watching this thing climb up to nearly $50 a coin. And I said, hey, I'm just going to hang on. Obviously, there was a whale sale and an immediately V-shaped correction, which tells me this thing is going higher. It's got resilience. And I know I told everybody that this one was not going to be my number one play. And I'll show you exactly why I ended up jumping into this one, right? That's why. That was one of my Trump trade picks was Funware. And this thing absolutely dumped this morning. Absolutely dumped. It was crazy to see this happen. Go from the 5 and change range to 450 in a matter of a couple hours this morning. Just, just an epic drop, an epic failure. And what did I say? I didn't say I didn't look at this and say, "Hey, this is something that I'm gonna lose money on." I looked at this and said, "Hey, you know what? I'm gonna buy right around here." And I did. I bought in the 550 range. I bought February 24th calls for $7.50. And wouldn't you know, I'm up 10% in those calls right now due to this little pop in price. And I think this is gonna continue on because if you back up and you look at the 6-month chart, what do we see here? We see gold. We see gold. This looks like head and shoulders, but it's not. That's a false flag movement. This is a sell the new situation. So when I was telling people to be careful today, not to buy in at pre-market, wait till the market's open, wait to see how price action is going to dictate the overall trend and direction. This was why. This is why I got these at a discount, at an absolute freaking discount. The all-time high of the stock 2 months ago, just a mere 2.5 months ago, was $15 a share. And I bought $7.50 calls for over a month from now. If this thing goes to $15 a share, the calls that I bought for $25 a piece will be worth $750 a piece. And that's why I told you to wait this morning. Just wait. Because you could have got in here right around 10 a.m. Look at that. 10 a.m. Reversal. And while that might look like a rounded top, from the day-to-day price action and the news that this company could drop, the rounded top doesn't really matter all that much. The charting does not matter, people. When it comes to stocks, news is everything. Momentum. Freaking hype. Hype matters more than the charts when it comes to the stock market nowadays. It's crazy. Crazy. I mean, you can see it. You can see it when you look at this bad boy right here. I mean, it looks like garbage. When this hit, let's back up. But this bad boy hit 34.50 at 10 a.m. And I said, there kind of expensive. It doesn't look that great. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the Trump cryptocurrency instead. That's gonna get better gains. And sure enough, it did. It did. My coworker came to me this morning and was like, I bought a couple. I bought a few of those. They seem pretty decent. And you know what? On the off chance it goes to $100 a token, I'll be making good money. So I could care less if it goes to zero, because most likely it's not going to go to zero. And you know what? That was my sign. That was my sign. No Trump Media Technology Group, which is rife with manipulation, pain, leveraging. No. We went with a Trump cryptocurrency, and it paid dividends. You know, several of our plays um, did not work out at all. American Rebel, this thing popped in pre-market like crazy. That was insane. And obviously, I'm waiting until 10 a.m. for this thing to open. I'm not bothering with this BS. And sure enough, it dropped. It dropped to $1.79. That's where it closed in the market. So this thing was going up in pre-market, so I avoided it because you know what, my instincts and my time studying the markets has told me that was just going to be trash, trash. And even Tesla was going nuts in pre-market, right? I mean, Tesla actually ended up working out pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. Even with this whole Roman salute thing that he did, ended up working out nicely. So if you bought in a Tesla this morning, congratulations. That probably was the play of the day. Obviously, this thing started playing out real quick, and by 10:30, it was the majority of it was already done. So, and because this is a large cap stock, and I'm avoiding those, you know, we stayed away. But yeah, it's this is crazy. You know, I still think we have some opportunity here. You know, this was our 10 a.m. here. Boom. And we're up to here. I still think this one is going to be nuts because what's happening is a lot of Trump tokens are being listed. A bunch of people are listing Trump meme tokens. Meanwhile, we have this one, the official Trump token. And while the market cap might be large, and you might be able to get yourself a 5 or 6 times if you get into another Trump meme token early. This one here, I mean, a triple times your money is not unheard of. 120 from here would definitely not be unheard of, especially with the resilience that Bitcoin is showing. And I told you that Bitcoin was going back up. I told you. I mean, even right now, even right now. Oh, would you look at that? Would you look at that? A short-term reversal from the 105 range. It didn't even get to 105. It's more like 105.5. We see a double bottom here. And now we see it flagging out. Asian markets have already taken over. So if you see a reversal here at 8:30, forget about it. That's money. You can put that in the bank. Like we've been doing the last 3 nights. You'd be stupid not to. So, wake up, people. You need to be jumping in when I tell you to jump in. I talked about these Trump trades yesterday. Um, I mean, I even went up so far as to talk about companies like Eastman Kodak. Oh, would you look at that? Is that the daily chart? Oh yeah, it is. This is a fringe Trump play, and I told you guys about this one. I said this is a solid one right here. And would you look at this? Would you look at this? Let's see. Tuesday, January, 10 a.m. It's trading at 730 and it's at 762. You would have had modest gains off that if you jumped into that. Oh, what's this? What's this one here? This would be BlackBerry, you know? Oh, this one ended up popping today too. Would you look at that? Tuesday, 10 a.m. Tuesday, 10 a.m. Trading at $3 and change down here, and now it's at 408. Oh my God, another fringe Trump play that I told you guys. It's money. It's money. And I do believe I told you about domestic oil, small oil companies. I said, hey, Tuesday might be a day where you'll see them pop, but their overall future is going to be abysmal. And that's going to bring me to a future play right now, right? Boom. That's a 1 day chart, people. That's a freaking 1 day chart. From $1.66 this morning to over $3 a share. I told you. This thing's gonna pop, man. This thing's gonna freaking pop before it goes down. There's too many big players with money in stocks like this. This wasn't the only one. I'm looking at this thing now as a put play, right? So I'm gonna be watching this one and I'm gonna stay patient. I'm not gonna jump in right away like some lunatic. The options that you can buy for this don't expire till late February. Why would I jump in right away? That's stupid. You're gonna be paying for time value in those options. I'm gonna wait because right now it looks like this thing could pop more. Let's talk about other oil plays. Oh my God, look at that. The chart's exactly the same. Holy crap. That's wild. That's wild. Don't tell me, oh my God. Don't tell me that's happening with multiple different small oil plays. Oh my God. Don't tell me you've been following these things for a long time and you know exactly how these things play out and how these things act. All three charts that you just saw are exactly the freaking same. And it makes sense. He's saying drill, baby, drill. So a lot of people are thinking, hey, these oil companies are going to make muco dollars, right? These companies are going to be freaking rolling in dough. No, they are not. KLXD might be. They provide accessories for oil companies. Basically, they provide components for oil drilling, so that's a little bit different. Nine and Indo, they're oil drillers, but this one here, they actually provide components for oil drilling. They might actually be killing it under a Trump presidency. But this is what I was talking about, and I literally showed you guys this one yesterday. I showed you guys Husi yesterday, and I said, you know, like if you want to jump in, because there is a chance this thing could go nuts tomorrow with the whole drill baby drill sentiment, and it did. This ended up being the best play of the day. I said exercise caution, but if you had bought puts at noon today when it was hitting over $3 a share, you would have made the most money. You would have made more money than people who bought shares this morning. So, just saying. I'll be keeping my eye on this one because if this thing continues to go up, you could see a massive money maker in the making. It isn't only, hey, let me make money on the way up. You can make money on the way down, and sometimes you can make more money on the way down than you ever make on the way up due to the options premium pricing. So sometimes when a stock is going nuts, the puts will just be super cheap because nobody expects this thing to just tank. But a company like this that doesn't make money and only has 2 or 3 employees, this is the perfect opportunity. Perfect opportunity. Can you imagine if this thing were to go to $15 a share like it did? Let's check this out. Let's check this out. Could you imagine if this thing were to go to $15 a share like it did back in February of 2022 or March of 2022. $16 a share. If you had bought $5 puts several months out then, you would have made insane money when it dropped to $2.18 a share. Insane money. You could have bought 6 months out, 3 months out. It doesn't matter. You would have made ridiculous cash. That's what I'm talking about with these things, man. You can't just this is why I try to exercise caution because this is not financial advice. I tell people be patient, try to see how the price is going to play out. Because yeah, this was not my top pick for today at all. I understood that with the Trump sentiments of drill baby drill and everything else, that this thing could pop today. And I even said that. I said this thing could go nuts tomorrow. And sure enough it did. But with increased volatility comes the downswing. What goes up must come down, especially a company that doesn't make any money. You know? The volume on this thing today was 36 million, right? The average volume is a tiny, tiny fraction of that, right? You want to check out their income statement? Their income statement is below zero. These guys don't make money. In quarter four of 2023, they lost $3.2 million, right? Annually, they are losing money. The only way they were able to make money, I mean, they never had positive income. See, their net margin, negative 70, negative 730. Their revenue is abysmal. And if you look at this, they don't make better money during a Trump presidency. This company has always lost money, courtesy of a reverse split is the only way they are able to stay in the green. I mean, you see these buy candles back in February 2022. That was hedge funds making money off of you if you were dumb enough to buy them. There's literally hedge funds making money off you. Dumb retail, maybe a short squeeze. And this is why you have to be diligent in the market. You play the manipulation. You watch the news. You watch the oil price. You know, because it's funny. It's really funny. I know I showed you guys this yesterday, but this is all I do. This is all I do. This is why I didn't jump into Husa today. You see this, right? You see this right now. Oil is down, dude. Oil is down. Natural gas was barely up today. Like all these crude, the futures, they are way down. American crude is down more than anything else right now. It's insane. $2 a barrel? Are you kidding me right now? US gasoline is at 208 on the average. So understand if you're paying whatever penny you're paying over 208 is your state's gasoline taxes. Because that's what gasoline costs right now is $2.08. And this is only going to go lower. If they're drilling a bunch and there's zero regulation, you know, I mean, you can see this article right now. Despite deregulation efforts and calls for increased production, U.S. oil drilling activity has fallen to near post pandemic lows due to low oil prices, cost inflation, and changing industry dynamics. It's just not cheap enough to drill the oil here. It's not. They're doing it way cheaper overseas there. And even so, OPEC is still at a premium of $7 a barrel against American oil. Why would you buy American oil companies? They're workers. They're standard roughnecks who are working the rigs are making 170 grand a year. Overseas, they're paying them peanuts. Peanuts. Like obviously, I don't want to get into a moral dilemma or a moral thing here, because obviously that's a horrible thing. See it. Anybody working for peanuts try to get by and feed their family, especially a dangerous job like running an oil rig. But It just is what it is. You got to be pragmatic. You know, this is economy. This is trading. We can't. We don't have time to be moral. Talk about what's good and bad, what's right and wrong. We're here to make money, and you know what I mean. I made a bunch of money on Supercom because Israel was bombing the crap out of the West Bank and Gaza. I made money off Husa because Israel bombing the crap out of the West Bank and Gaza was causing oil prices to climb when Israel was branching out into bombing Iran and Lebanon to go after the Houthis and the Iranian Republican Guard or whatever they're called, the IRC. That was causing oil prices to skyrocket, and I made money off it. Did I feel kind of bad? A little bit. Yep. Yep. I thought to myself, hey, this is kind of messed up. You're making money. Meanwhile, families are getting bombed into oblivion. Their their homes are collapsing around them, getting caved in and squashed by rubble. But if you're making 30% today, congratulations. Because I mean, I live over here in New England, in the United States. I'm in the New England region. I might as well make some money off it. It sounds horrible, but this is literally what it is. You need to be able to analyze world events, analyze the news, see what's going on, predict trends, predict patterns. You know, the chart's going to lie to you. If you looked at the charts for these Trump trades, you would have bought in on pre-market just to get wrecked. You would have bought in right away. You would have signed on your Webull or your Charles Schwab or whatever brokerage allows you to trade at 4 a.m. and you would have been buying right away if you woke up this morning. And guess what? You'd still be down. You'd still be negative because you listened to me. You waited for the markets to open. You waited for the price action to play out. You waited for that 10 a.m. reversal. You're good. You waited for the news to play out. You waited for all these dumb retail traders to sell the news, and then you bought the next rumor. That's what we did today. We just bought the next rumor. It might be a dead cat bounce. It might be trash. I might lose all the money I made today tomorrow because I didn't sell. I'm avoiding pattern day trading loss. I don't want a round trip trade today. You know, when the income opportunity is so high, the risk to reward ratio is so astronomical. I'm not selling today, and I may lose it all tomorrow, and I may look like a freaking idiot. But I'll tell you what, worth it. Totally worth it. I mean, I missed out on Husa. I missed out on Husa today because it was just too unpredictable. It was too high risk to buy into this freaking thing today. You know? And you saw how this played out. Absolute insanity. Double your money in one day. Right here. And I was talking about this yesterday. You know? I mean, if you're one of those ones who was smart enough to say, hey, you bought into this reversal action at 10 a.m. on this one instead of the other ones that I talked about, congratulations. You deserve every single penny that you made. But yeah, so let's talk about some other ones. Netflix was absolutely insane. They dropped earnings today. It was only marginally better than what people were expecting. It was not blockbuster earnings. It was not something that should carry the stock price above $9 a share, $900 a share. But I'll tell you right now, this thing is not showing you aftermarket trading. And currently, in aftermarket trading, this thing is trading at $1,000 a share. You don't believe me? Check this out. Check this out. Google search the Netflix stock. Oh, would you see this right here? After hours, $1,000. They were probably one of the only S&P 500 companies to come out with earnings today. They come out with earnings fast. Within 3 weeks of the end of the year, they had their full year earnings out, and it looks good. I mean, their market cap is 371 billion. Their PE ratio is 50 at a time when more people than ever are pirating shows. It's easy to pirate shows. You can go right on Google Chrome and watch everything Netflix has to offer for free. Yet they beat their revenue guidance by $5 million. Measly $5 million for this company. And would you look at that? They shoot up, what, $130 a share? And they're trading at $1,000 a share. Obviously, they announced a buyback, a $15 billion buyback, which is probably what, fueled their price jump, because their revenue was 9 billion, which is a year-over-year of 15% jump, which we knew was gonna happen because they stopped letting people share Netflix, you know? Their net income, their earnings per share, all of it, So if you jumped into this morning, obviously, the options were incredibly expensive. So, all those market makers, all the retail with money, was already into these things. If you were gonna make money, you were gonna have to throw down $500 per contract, and you still would've made really good money, but you're talking about doubling, tripling your money maybe. I'm looking for the 10 times, I'm looking for cheap options, like Funware, you know? The Funware option, $7.50 calls for February, over a month out, $25 a contract? What? That's my bag. Oh, Rumble? $13 calls for the end of the week? I think I forgot to actually go over Rumble, but I ended up going in with Rumble and Funware. I avoid the Don Trump stock, DJT, because the setup looked abysmal, and as you can see from the play out, oh my god, look, would you see this reversal here? Oh my Lanta. Oh my Lanta. Would you, freak out if I told you that I bought $13 calls for the end of the week right around here, and then it went over $13 today? What? I told you guys about Rumble yesterday. I told you guys about Funware. I said wait till 10 a.m. That's right when these stocks bottomed out. You could have just bought everything I told you to buy. Even DJT, the Trump Media and Technology Group, even that went up today. You know, screw these altcoins. Screw basically all these cryptocurrencies if you want to. You don't need them. You would have made so much money if you had just bought the stocks. If you'd put a fraction into each one of the stocks I talked about yesterday, you'd have been all set. Every single one of them, it cranked down in the morning, and then right when I told you to buy, not financial advice, 10 a.m., they rocketed. You know, I mean, I'm doing a victory lap here tonight on stream. I don't give a damn about trying to even find plays for tomorrow. I'm still in all these plays. I'm still holding. These things look ripe. They're not done. No, you can say what you want. I don't care because we're winning today. We might be losing tomorrow, and that's fine and dandy, but I don't think that's going to be the case. If you look at this chart, you see all these green candles. It's just green. The whole thing. The volume is up. You know, I mean, actually, the volume is down, which is even crazier because usually when volume's down, price is down. And with volume down and the price cratering, that reversal was absolutely insane. Where it basically every single one of these stocks, except for DJT, regained the price action they were at on Friday when the markets closed. I mean, and then my overall prediction for the market in general ended up playing out. due to my Bitcoin price adhesion theory. So my Bitcoin price adhesion theory is important, right? Because you don't see the decoupling is very rare now with the S&P 500 and Bitcoin. And I saw Bitcoin reverse yesterday at 8:30 p.m. at the $100,000 range, you know, and it starts rocketing. It's life is good. That's a beautiful chart right there. That's a bull flag if I've ever seen one. And at 8:30 today, guess what? It freaking reversed again from the $103,000 range, and it's already back up to 106. These are literally everything I tell you guys every single freaking night. I'm gonna have to start putting shorts out or something, man, because we're not getting the engagement we need to, and I am freaking dropping gold on you people. So yeah, excuse me if I'm doing a victory lap right now, you know, because at the end of the year, when I'm hitting my first six-figure year, and people are going, "Man, how did you do it?" I'm gonna be like, "Dude, I stream every single night. I show you exactly how to do this shit. I show you in point blank. Like, how can you get? It's right there in front of you, man. Just watch, watch. Like, obviously, you're gonna have to have some level of discernment. You're gonna have to have some critical thinking skills. But I am literally showing you where to go and when to buy. Not financial advice. Oh, yeah. So, like I said, this is a victory lap for me. I mean, I killed it today. My portfolio is you know absolutely insane right now. I love it. It's super green. It's a dark leafy green in the middle of winter here in New England. It's exactly what I needed to see today. And I don't see anything else changing the rest of the week. You know, um, I I got the day off from work tomorrow because it's going to be freaking 0 degrees in the morning when I'm supposed to start working. So my job gave us 2 days off. I'm gonna have to work the weekend, so the weekend show is gonna suffer a little bit. But tomorrow's show is gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. I'm gonna be doing some research tomorrow. I may or may not get out of my Trump place and be looking towards the future here. A Husa put play, a Husa short sell. That has been my primary focus right now because there's no way that thing can maintain the gains that it has put down today, doubling in one day. Telling you what. But yeah, that's all I have for you today. I wish you'd watched. You'd know, you'd see the news, the patterns. That's all you need. If you had been reading charts, you would have got wrecked. You would have been destroyed today if you were reading charts. You would have got liquidated. You would have been sitting back thinking, "What happened? What happened?" All the indicators, all the technical analysis. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes it's just garbage. The market makers jump in after a 3-day weekend and absolutely wreck your freaking position, and there's nothing you can do about it. And you'll be sitting there wondering what happened because all you did was look at the chart and didn't pay attention to the news and the patterns. I've been preaching this stuff, and I've been winning every single day. How many times do I have to repeat this crap till people listen to me? I don't care. I'll keep doing it every day. You watch. You watch.